Welcome again to another edition of our podcast, Life and Times Inspirational Series. Today we're going to be talking about being realistic. It's important that in anything you do, you are realistic and honest to yourself. One great French philosopher said, "To your own self, be true." If you're not true to yourself, what can you possibly achieve in life? If, for example, you walk into a relationship and you set some unrealistic expectations and goals for yourself, how do you intend that relationship to sustain and succeed? For example, you are a man and you go to marry a woman and you don't tell them the truth about your finances, you don't tell the truth about your circumstances, you don't tell the truth about your living conditions. For example, you go back to Africa and you paint a huge rosy picture of yourself, an unrealistic picture of yourself. You are definitely looking for trouble, because the woman will come to America and expect all kinds of unrealistic things to happen, and those are not going to happen. Expect that she's going to walk into a mansion while you live in a little cubicle somewhere in some forgotten part of town. Expect that you're going to be a house full of maids and servants while you're barely scraping by to succeed. Expect that you have a six-figure income while you're doing a minimum wage job. Also, on the other side, if you're a woman and you're coming to America and you expect that your husband is a millionaire that will take care of all of your needs, and you come here and you hide your income under the table and you don't tell, in all reality, what you're making at your workplace, how do you intend to have a harmonious relationship? So it's important that we are realistic to ourselves, that we are honest in our dealings with each other, and we are truthful in our dealings with each other, and we don't hold too high expectations in our dealing with each other. Realism is very important because it is the thing that makes you spend within your means. If you know, for example, that all of your income is $2,000 a month, and you go out and charge up $10,000 bills in credit cards, and you go and live in a home that you cannot afford, then you're looking for trouble. You're looking for trouble. Because at the end of the day, when the bill collectors come, you're going to be in big mess trying to balance your budget and balance your bills. It's important to be realistic even in the workplace. For example, you are a worker who wants to come to work whenever you want to and leave whenever you want to. How do you expect to get that promotion in your workplace? If you have targets that are set for you, for example, at work, and you don't meet those targets, you have a nonchalant attitude to work, and you don't meet your targets, you don't meet your goals, you don't meet the expectations of your supervisors, how do you expect in reality to be promoted at the end of your work evaluation period to that higher position, to that higher grade? How do you expect all of that to happen when you've not been realistic in meeting the goals that have been set for you at your workplace? It's important to be realistic as a student, for example. You have grades to make. You don't study, you don't do your homework, you do not complete your assignments, and you still expect to get an A. How are you going to get an A if you do not complete your assignments and turn in your homework on time and meet the goals that have been set for you by your teacher or your college professor? So realism is very, very important. If you're a businessman and you go to work whenever you want to, you don't balance your books at the end of the day, you do not raise enough funds and enough capital to infuse into your business, and you expect to make that $1 million at the end of the year, how is that going to happen? You have to work hard and set goals that are clear and definable and attainable for yourself for you to hit that $1 million mark in turnover at the end of the year. If you're attitude to work is you go to work when you want to go, you leave when you want to leave, you don't care what the workers are doing at work, you do not supervise properly and make sure that at the end of the day your budget is balanced. How do you expect to have that $1 million turnover at the end of the day? So being realistic is very, very important. You have to be realistic in the goals you set for yourself, in how you approach just about everything you do in life. Because at the end of the day, it is this realism, it is this attitude that you take to work that will define whether you're going to be successful as a student, you're going to be successful as a worker, you're going to be successful as a business person, you're going to be successful in everything you do in life based on the realistic approach you've adopted to your attitude to work and everything you do around you. So today I urge you to be honest to yourself, to be real to yourself, and to be realistic to yourself. Thank you.